All right. Journey to a Godly Woman podcast. I am back. Oh my gosh, I am super excited about today's guest. I have a guest, y'all. Can y'all believe it? I have a guest here with me. And she is not a stranger to me at all. Her name is Jasmine, but I call her Jazzy. I am so excited about this guest because she, for our pre-talk, she's really inspired me for real. And I just cannot wait until y'all listen to what she has to say about her journey. Y'all know this is a journey, so we definitely got to make sure we include God into everything. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Let's get into it. Jazzy!
Hey.
Hey, girl.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I am so excited that you are here.
Oh, me too.
And I can't remember when the last time I think it was at your baby shower. The last time I seen you. Physically. Yeah. It's been a while.
He's 3 and about to be 4.
Yeah,
so
I know.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
That is. It's
Mm-hmm.
run up so fast and time is just definitely flying. But not only what did I see at your baby shower, but now as we hear 3-4 years later, I'm speaking. So do I need to say author Jazzy or just Jazzy? Is that okay? Do I have to
Published author.
Published
that is part
author.
of my title now. That's part of
Hey,
my
correct
story,
me, please,
so.
because I don't definitely want to mess up your credentials.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, so she is the author, y'all. And her book is on Amazon
Yes.
and Barnes and Noble.
Yes.
Now, we're going to get into this. Give me a timeline of how we even got to this space in your life. Like, how do we get to be a published, not just an author, but a published author?
As you know, I'm a published author, which means I wrote this story.
Period.
God is writing my story.
Come on now.
And I'm just a part of it, and I'm moving in the way that he's writing because I have a relationship with him, so I'm following what he's telling me to do. Because when I tell you I don't know anything about writing a book, publishing a book, I don't know anything about it, but God put it on my heart and he put it on my mind to where it was something that I thought about when I woke up, when I went to sleep.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with this? Because I literally was sitting at my job from home. I was working from home. And the first line of the story came to my mind. And I was like, okay, that's cute. And so I refocused myself trying to get back to work. And then the second line came to my head. And God was like, write it down. And don't stop until it's done. So I stopped and I wrote everything down. And maybe 30, 40 minutes later, I had my story that you see here today, and I didn't know what to do with it. It sat in my notebook for another week, and I would read it to my son just to kind of get his reaction. And from a 3-year-old, he told me, "Mommy, I love it. It needs to be a real book."
Come on, son.
And so I was like, a real book.
Yeah.
And you know, with our ideas, our passions, anything that we, especially just me personally, anything creative that I do, I kind of hold on tight to it.
Yeah.
It's precious to me, and you protect your dreams, and you're not sure who you can trust with your dreams. So, but God was telling me one day, he was like, tell this person about it. And this person that I'm talking about was my team lead at my old job, and we had check-ins every week. And so at this check-in, you know, we talked about our business, and then, you know, the last few minutes, I was just talking to her about it. And she said, "Oh, I have a friend who just did that. Let me give you her name."
Wow.
And so I'm like, okay, not really knowing what to do with that information. I just tried it, and I contacted her, and her name is Catherine Talley. Hey, Catherine.
Hey, Catherine, girl.
She is an author of Charlotte Won't Go to Bed, I believe. I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. But she gave me all the information that I needed. And so I reached out to the publishing company that she suggested that I use, and the ball just kept rolling after that. And 2.5 months later, I had a published book. I was a published author. So it was amazing. Like, never would I have thought that this was going to be part of my story. Literally, pun intended.
And the name of the book is called what?
When Mommy Says.
When Mommy Says, y'all.
Yes.
That is so great. So let's kind of break this down a little bit, because that's just the gist of the story. But prior to the story, you had some life challenge. You went through, like anybody does, you went through some difficult times in your life.
I did, and when anybody asks me like, how did you come up with this story, and I tell them it was God.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't me who just already had this sitting. Anything we do.
Exactly.
Anything we do.
And I think it's so good because you said that he gave you the first line and then the second line, and next thing you know, you have a whole book in your notes. Habakkuk 2:2 always says, write the vision, make it plain. So I think it's so good that you were able to hear God clearly, write it out, and you sat on it for a week.
Yeah.
Until God gave you the confirmation through your son. Which,
yeah.
Come on now, because that when I tell you, I have kids. God speaks to me through my kids all the time, and it be just those little things where you be like, okay, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's just confirmation for me.
Yeah.
He says this needs to be a real, like, Mommy, okay, I didn't heard the story clean time. Can we put this in a real book?
Yeah. Can it be a real story that we open up every night before I go to bed?
Absolutely.
And he, for a long time, like he thought he would ask me, Mommy, is that my book? Is that our book? Did I write that? I said, you are the inspiration.
Inspiration.
You inspired this story for me to write it. If I didn't have you, I don't think I would have had a book, honestly.
Wow, that is so good.
Again, gift from God, my son. So everything wrapped up in one, like everything just kind of connects to one another, especially when you ask for clarity. And so God showed you, hey, I blessed you with this, and then I blessed you with that. So I have to be a good steward of my blessings.
Come on.
Keep
everything
that he's given to me and make sure I'm doing right by those things.
Yeah.
So, and as you mentioned, another thing that inspired me to write this book was my son, was the mission behind it. It was not to even gain profit. Like I didn't go into this as like, oh, I'm gonna make a lot of money if I write a children's book. I don't even know the children's book industry. The mission was to build a legacy for my son and my family. I dealt with two, losses. Back to that, 2021, I lost my brother. 2022, I lost my father. Those were two major people in my life. I mean, that, and anybody in my family. My dad always told me, his message to me was, anything that you do in this life, make sure you do your best at it. I applied it to everything. I'm going to be the best mother. I'm going to be the best friend I can be. I'm going to be the best daughter, sister, auntie. Whatever I'm doing in this world, I'm going to do my very best. That's how you live life with less regret. Because if you gave it your all, you gave it your best, what can you feel bad about?
Come on now.
So that was my father's legacy. So I'm his legacy.
Come on.
He gave me that message as a child growing up, and now I'm applying it to my life. I'm my father's legacy. Now it's time for me to create my own for my child. And so when I'm gone, there's something still here. So that's the mission, to build a legacy for my family.
And honestly, as a parent, we should all want to try to build a legacy, as well as combine it with walking on the purpose that God has given you on this earth. And I think that's so good that you found what that is. Even if this is just the beginning, you have something that you're starting. And I know your son is proud of you, because I am.
and even before this, like a year prior to me even writing a book, I spoke with you, and we were working on goals and writing things down and how to achieve things from the first step to the next step. So like you said, the networking and the way that God threads things together. Because before I even thought about this, I spoke to you, and you were basically like kind of coaching me, like, hey, when you have goals, you write them down, and then you have minor goals up under that to attain the bigger goal. And so, thanks to you too.
Oh, well, I appreciate it.
I give everybody their flowers. Anybody that we come in contact with, that's what God put us here. He put us here to help each other. So I thank everybody that helped me. I'm grateful.
Yeah, and I know it's gonna go a long way, and that's why I was saying earlier when we were talking that I know your mission is to have a legacy, but it's always good if you do have profit behind it. So expect it. I know that that's not your goal, but expect it, because it's gonna happen.
Right. I just count that as like the addition to the blessing. Like
extra,
if I'm
absolutely.
able to do what I set out to do, everything that
It
comes
has to
behind
work
it.
out for your good.
Yeah.
Either
yeah.
way.
So, yep. And that was always a lesson that my father gave to me as well. His legacy, believe in God. And so here I am, his legacy, believing in what he told me and his messaging, and now seeing things to fruition. And here we are.
Here we are.
So,
Now, when you got to the point of writing the book, did you feel like that God had to separate you to get this done? Do you think it would have gotten done if you continued to stay in certain environments or around certain people? Or do you think it would have prolonged you getting to this place?
it definitely would have been a longer journey
Yeah.
for me, because I noticed that in my life and in the area that I was in, once separation had begun to happen, the things that God wanted for me started to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I sat down with that. I realized what was happening, and you can't, if you're not learning, then you'll continue to make the same mistake.
Absolutely.
And you'll make your journey longer. You'll make it harder. But whatever your journey is, that's what it is. But I was tired of hard.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Come on,
okay, God,
Yeah.
let's do it your way. Let's see. I know I'm scared. I know I feel the way that I feel, but if I trust you, then let's see what this does. Let's try it your way, because I've tried it my way, and it's not happening.
It's not working. Yes. Yeah.
And for me to sit down with an idea, and 2.5 months later, it's a physical thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do not believe that it would have happened sooner if I hadn't stopped what I was doing.
And the thing I want to point out is, as an author myself, I know that writing books are not easy.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a while for you to write a book, but because you had a relationship and a partnership with God, it was like that. It was instant.
I did not feel like it was a task that I did not understand. I felt like I sat there and I listened to him pour into me, and I put it on paper.
Put it on paper.
That was it. Like the most work I did was sit there and listen to God in the quiet of my
Right.
home.
And see,
that's what I did.
That's how good God is for real. Because like I said, sometimes it could take a while for a book to even be written, and
or for you to even have
get it
the
published.
courage or confidence to even present it to somebody
Yeah.
and think like, hey, is this even good enough? Like I even went through that, like while I was sitting in the notebook, I'm like, this is not even long enough to be a book, or this is not, nobody's gonna like this. My son, he because I'm his mom.
Right.
I don't know, but like I said, you gotta trust in God and what he has going on, because I'm like, this story didn't come from me, so why would I keep it right here? Why would I be scared to do anything that he's telling me to do?
Why would I be selfish
Yeah.
to other kids that if my son like it and he said it should be a book,
Yeah.
why would I be selfish enough to not give this to the world, to give this to other
Exactly.
kids, especially if it was God given?
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously he intended for me to do something with it,
Right.
not just read it to my son every night. I mean, that's great, but other people, other children need to hear what God has to say through me.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what this journey is about.
Exactly. Like the moment that I asked God to show me what my purpose was,
Yeah.
and he started working on me, and when you can feel it working, because you're sitting there like, why am I writing a kid's book? Why am I writing a children's book?
Why am I writing anyway?
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, when you ask him for that
Mhm.
purpose, that's a powerful thing.
It
That's
is.
a powerful ask, and God gonna deliver. And when you have that relationship with them, that you can decipher that it's him speaking to you, oh man, it's amazing.
It is. And sometimes when we ask, things sometimes we're not ready for it. So when you do ask, make sure you're on the receiving end to be ready for whatever he's gonna give you.
Yeah, that was a lot of my prayers too.
Mm-hmm.
God, when I asked him about setting me on the path to my purpose, Lord, prepare me.
Yeah. Oh.
Because we're weak. I want to go back to what's familiar. I want to go back to my comfort zone. I want to go where I know I might not do anything at that moment, but I know everything around me and it's familiar. I want to go to a familiar space. But when you ask him for your purpose, you have to trust. You got to trust it, and you have to go.
Yeah, because it's definitely getting out of your comfort zone is going to stretch you. It's going to grow you. It's going to put you in a state of purpose. It's definitely gonna open doors that you didn't even think that could be open because you've never been out of this room or realm before. But now you're out in a different, unfamiliar area, but you're rooted.
Yeah.
You're rooted.
And a lot of times I know when I was speaking to God, asking him about my purpose, like it kind of always kind of centered around or came back to my son. Like, because the way that things happened in my life, God was basically telling me, I got it. I know you don't understand, but I got it. I am one of 3 children, the only girl. I didn't have my son until I was about to be 31. My parents didn't believe I was gonna have a kid. My little brother couldn't believe it. Either one of my brothers couldn't believe it. So God gave me this gift that I was allowed to. My son was able to meet his grandfather and his uncle before they left.
Yeah.
So I couldn't ask for anything better than that. So that was that part. And then I can't question what he's doing in my life. So he has this plan. So when I ask him about my purpose, it comes back and it centers around my son. So I'm like, okay, so my purpose is to be a mother, to be a nurturer, to be a leader, to be a teacher, to love someone. And this again, it goes back to God's plan. He took away 2 people that I love, but he gave me somebody that I love way, like more than anything that I've ever known before.
Yeah.
And so that's part of my inspiration for writing this book as well, because that's how me and my son spend time with each other.
Yeah.
We read books at night. And so
wow.
Why wouldn't I make a book that comes from me that I can share with my son? Like, that just full circle for me.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, God's plan, period. Like, you can't even question it. You can't.
That is so good. So what is what's the book about?
It's like the day-to-day, like the life and the day of a mom and a son from sun up to sundown.
Yeah.
When I tell you it's the cute version, because when mommy said,
right,
we say it more than one time. It's not just the one
not
time,
just once.
and then everything goes smoothly. Like, this book, it flows, it's cute, but it's the cute version of our everyday. From
Absolutely.
the time that he wakes up to the time that he goes to bed and everything in between. And so he's definitely the inspiration from that, and I love him for that.
Absolutely.
Forever. And it's also a dedication in this book to my niece and my nephews and my son, because it's them. Like, they were my kids before.
I was about to say that you were the pre-parent before you came.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, God was like, this your purpose. You a mama. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for you.
What other goals do you have? Lana, have you written anything else down? Are you working on another book? Or
I have written other things down, but like I said, we're kind of protective of our theme.
Absolutely.
And we want to make sure that it's perfect. But I will say, even in the journey of me getting to this point with this book, don't wait for perfection. There's no such thing. Just do it. Do whatever it is that's on your mind from the time that you wake up and you think about it all day, and you think about it before you go to sleep, and you dream about it and figure out how can I get to this end point. That's probably something you should be doing.
Absolutely.
So you need to figure out how to get to that goal. So just do it.
That is so good. That is so good. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. I'm proud too. I'm thanking
and you
God.
should be.
I'm thanking God. He working on me, and it's not done. So, and that's the amazing part.
That is just the beginning. Definitely the beginning.
For sure.
Yeah. I haven't got my book yet. I'm so sorry, but I am buying one today.
Thank you.
And I so what else are you outside of the book and the journey that you're on? What else are you working on? As far as you per se.
And that's exactly where I was going with that. Just self-awareness, being conscious of what makes me happy, because I don't want to put the burden of making me happy on anybody else, because I had to check myself with that, because when I suffered or experienced those 2 losses, I was kind of I don't want to say leaning on my son, but I just knew that he brought me happiness. And so I was just kind of like needing him. Whatever he said to me, it would just make me happy. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't put that type of pressure on a kid to sit here and make me happy. So I had to speak to God and turn in and say, what makes me happy? What brings a smile to your face? It is your responsibility to make you happy.
Listen, as
So.
you probably already know, that I am advocate
Mm-hmm.
for making yourself happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's really important because a lot of times we do lean on other people
Mm-hmm.
to bring us happiness. One, um, happiness, joy, peace, it all comes from God
Mm-hmm.
starting off. But then outside of that, what are you doing for your own self
Right.
to make you happy? And for a mother of four, I have to fit in that time for me.
Mm-hmm.
Which a lot of times, if y'all follow me on social media, y'all see I'm at the gym a lot. That is my happy place and space.
Me too.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
girl.
And I figured that out because, like I said,
Yeah.
the world kind of, for me, revolves around my son. So I'm
Right.
like, if I'm not in the best health, how can I be here for my son? So I need to go be a good steward of this one body that God gave to me.
Oh, come on
make
now.
sure that it's healthy
Yeah.
and operating correctly, because I want to be able to run, jump, and play with my 3-year-old when he want to go run, jump, and play.
Right.
So
And not be short-winded.
right. So it was my health.
Yeah.
It was the things that God already blessed me with, the skills and talents. Like I would say I'm a creative person.
Mm-hmm.
I can draw. I can paint. I can write. I can.
Jazzy,
I can
did you draw that?
No,
Oh, okay.
that was part of the publishing. You got to choose your own illustration. And
Illustration.
everything. But
I didn't know you could draw.
it'll probably be a longer process. But yeah, like my dad would always tell me, if
You
you
can
don't
do it.
if
Then
you
do it.
don't do it, you're gonna lose it. And I never would understand. I'm like, Dad, I'm a grown up. I don't have time to draw pictures and paint. Like I have to pay bills. And
But
so
do you enjoy that
those
though?
are the things that anytime I get to create something,
Uh-huh.
I am happy.
See?
Like completely. Like I painted of like some wall art for my son,
Mm-hmm.
PJ Masks. He loves PJ Masks, but now he loves Spidey Team, and I'm like, son.
It's never going to be the same character.
I enjoy painting this, but now and me being the parent
Yeah.
I am, now I gotta paint your Spidey Team. So I'm already working it out in my head right now, like how I'm gonna put Spidey Team and PJ Masks together, because that's going on your wall.
That's going on your wall too, yeah.
I'm not about to do that. But anytime I get to create, I love music. I love. That's actually one of my goals, to learn how to play the guitar. If I can add musicians
Jasmine,
to my story,
to your story.
I'm willing to do it, because it's going to bring me happiness. It's going to make me happy. Like I said,
Yeah.
that's the goal. My legacy. My mom, like, I want my son to be proud of me when he speaks about me.
Yeah.
My mom was an author. My mom was a painter. My mom was a musician. My mom was my mom. Like, and
She had a lot of
stopped
hats.
at nothing
Yeah.
to make herself proud, me proud, and our family. So, I do it for him and my family. So.
And yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is great. That is so awesome.
So the gym and being creative and cooking, preferably baking, but yeah, those are my happy
Because you are a
places.
baker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yes, so.
But the painting and stuff I didn't know. So what made you want to start learning how to do the guitar? I know you say because you love music, but like why that specific
Because
instrument?
I feel like that is one that I can teach my son.
Mm.
So like, I'm sorry, it goes to him. Like the
hey, that's how
connection
it is.
is me to him. So anything that I can do and then I can pass on and teach to him. I thought about the piano, but that looks a little bit more challenging.
Yeah, it is a little
the
challenging.
guitar, it's another language. I love the fact that being able to read music, that's another language
It
to
is.
learn. I used to play when I was in middle school. My mom made us do it. I could not. I wanted to quit. Like,
Right.
Mama, don't make me be in the band. Like, that doesn't even sound cool.
What instrument did you play?
The clarinet. I didn't want to play the
I
clarinet.
could see that.
I didn't want.
I can see
wanted
that.
the saxophone. But they gave me the clarinet, and I learned how to read music, which was impressive to me. Like, everybody doesn't know how to do that, and so I want to just get back into that and be able to just teach my son everything that I know. That's the more that I know, the more that he knows. So.
Exactly. Yeah, and I used to play the violin in
Mhm.
middle school,
Mm-hmm.
so I know how to read. I was pretty good actually.
See.
Lee was like, well.
He's like, this is eye-opening.
I didn't know that. Yes, I love music, period, died.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing people don't know about me is I like classical, Bach,
Mm-hmm.
Mozart, blues. I like any type of music. I'm not really into the country though.
Okay.
I can't get down with the country.
It's
Yes.
a story. They're telling a
The
story.
only they are, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the. I'm not gonna say that. So I was like, maybe it's just the.
If you was gonna say it,
I
don't say
know
it.
it's okay. But yeah, I do like all type of music, and it's crazy because now my son, my middle son, he wants to play the saxophone.
Mm-hmm.
So now he's in 6th grade, so I say middle school still. You
Yeah.
know, they got it out of the middle school, but he's in the process of doing the saxophone. And I think it's great when you have children and you see like you in them,
Yes.
a part of you in them. Because my oldest son, he plays basketball.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be a basketball player,
Mm-hmm.
power forward, and my youngest son, he's going out to be, play the saxophone. I don't know what the twins are going to do.
Mm-hmm. They'll tell you.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the kids. They'll tell you. And it's our job as mothers or parents to nurture whatever thing that they think that they can do. Okay, let's do it. Let's see.
Let's see what. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
This was so stinking great. I think you have been doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
With not just going after your goals, dreams, and aspirations in life, but being a mother, and making sure that you're putting yourself first and you're being happy. Just really honestly enjoying life. I think that is really important because a lot of times we get so caught up and mixed with the sauce of just going through life that we don't really get to enjoy it. And
we're comparing ourselves because with the social media, it makes you feel like you're supposed to have the things that you see.
Baby, listen.
When really whatever is for you, you're gonna have it. So you can't compare yourself to somebody else and what they're doing and how they're getting there.
Exactly. And that, honestly, if I can be totally honest, when I started this, I'm a talker, but I'm not. And
yeah, we are talkers.
Yeah.
We used to work together. And in between those downtimes, we would talk.
We would talk. I like to talk, but I'm an introvert. So when I'm in my space, I have to have my time to kind of get myself back to talking mode.
Your energy for yourself to even go back out in the world.
See, people don't understand that because it takes a lot of energy for me to be high energy all the time.
Me too. Like I have 1 or 2 events in me. If the third one, you might not see me. You might not see me.
I'm going home.
I got enough energy for people for about this much time.
And then people, they'll call me, they be wanting to, I'll be like, it's 8 o'clock. My social battery is done for the day. The kids are going down. I'm in my bubble. And that's one of those things where I have to make sure I'm pouring into me. But anyway, I forgot what I was going with this. But
how you were an introvert.
Yeah.
But you know that you like to speak.
I do like to speak. So when comparing myself, so when I started this journey of speaking publicly or even on the camera or whatever, I would actually compare myself to other speakers and people and this and that. But then when I got to a space of the realization of what I do is God driven, and how other people speak and move and talk, their stuff may not be like mine. There's a lot of people in this world there's a lot of people in this world, period. But also there's a lot of people that do the same thing that you do, but you're one of a kind. There are people that are assigned to you and drawn to you, and they're created for you to speak to. And as long as you focus on that, you don't need to compare yourself to nobody else, because nobody can do what you do like you do it.
Exactly. And then you also have to keep in mind, that dangerous road of comparison. You're comparing yourself starting out to somebody else's like finished product.
Right.
It's not going to be that.
It's not going to be the same thing.
So you have to get to the point. You have to keep practicing. You have to keep speaking. So one day you're going to be there where you want to be, where you were once comparing yourself. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. Just keep on.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, even with the fitness journey thing, because like I have a goal.
That's hard. It's hard because
I beat myself up every week
because the wins be like that until you see a picture from maybe a month ago.
Right.
Wait. It is working.
I actually don't. I need to start taking pictures. I have not. That's something I need to do, because that's the 3rd time I heard that.
I can tell because I finally on TikTok. I see the difference. So it's
really
happening.
Okay.
It's happening.
It's definitely happening. And my thing is, why is it happening so slow? Because I feel like I've been doing this for a long time. So now it's like pieces. I have to take piece by piece to get there. First part for me was the consistency of going. So now that I got the consistency down pat, I've always, my eating has gotten better. It's not the best, but it's definitely getting better. Now my prayer is, God, let me have the desires of the good things of food
Yes.
that are good for me.
I had the same talk with God too. I said, God, can I enjoy ordering a salad when I go out? That's all I want. I don't want to feel like it's a punishment. Like, yeah, let me get the salad. I want to be like, ooh, what kind of salad do they got? Ooh, do it come with crumbles and cheese? I want to be happy about it. And so,
Exactly.
yeah, that's where I'm at too. And I'm there. I like salad.
Listen, I've been making salads recently, probably for like the past 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
The key for me is put fruit in your salad.
Really? I'm not there yet. I mean, if we talk about fruit, maybe the most we're gonna do is some craisins.
What's that?
Cranberry, dry cranberry.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Cranberry
Put
salad.
some,
Fresh, like strawberries.
I don't know if you've seen the story of my salad that I had up early this week. I can show you afterwards, but I love cucumbers, so I put cucumbers in it.
Oh yeah.
Some grapes.
Oh, grapes.
Strawberry. You don't make grapes?
I mean, do grapes go with ranch?
Italian dressing.
Nope.
No?
Vinaigrette.
Okay.
So
okay.
I was like a sour and then sweet grapes, and then it's like I don't think that go together.
To be honest, you don't even really need, when you have fruit, you really don't need any dressing. I'm telling you, it's good. Strawberries, grapes, cucumbers. I chop up some green pepper, red pepper.
Lemon juice.
Oh, I haven't tried it with lemon juice.
And I mean, so dry leaves and fruit. I'm going back to day one. I'm not there yet. I gotta have some sauce.
But the juices from the fruit makes it. No? Okay.
Nope.
All right. She kind of shut that down.
I need sauce. Put some sauce on it.
Okay. Well. Okay. So you said no to the Italian dressing. So the vinaigrette, you gonna put that on there?
Oh yeah, like any
You
type
put
of,
nuts in there too?
Oh yeah, I'm there.
Cashews.
Almonds.
Okay, I can do
Walnuts.
almonds. Yeah, I don't really
Not
like cashews in my salad. It's not really good.
Walnut, almonds, craisins, which are like dry cranberries, cheese.
The regular cheese or the feta?
I love feta. What is that a problem?
No.
I mean, I like shredded cheese too, but feta is it's next level.
It's
so,
healthier too.
I know. I put feta on my avocado toast too, with some cilantro.
I put avocado in my salad too.
Oh yeah, avocado.
Okay.
Avocado, everything. Superfruit.
Just not the fruit. Just not the.
No, not berries. Don't put berries.
Try it and then let me know. No. No.
All right.
You're gonna be like, Taria, it's
we'll
good.
See. We'll see. You gotta try it. Okay.
I haven't gotten to the meal prepping part yet.
No, me.
I'm not there yet.
That scares me because what if I don't want it the next day and then I'm wasting food that I.
That's why I don't do it.
So I'm like.
I'm very iffy, undecisive,
and
if
then,
you will.
And then with like the same thing, like you're eating the same meal, I'm like, no, I don't want salad today. Let me go buy a burger.
I got it.
Because I don't want this salad.
It's gonna be wasted. Absolutely, and that's why I feel like that's why I haven't gotten to the meal prepping part yet. I just kind of watch what I eat.
Yeah.
Because I don't got food is too high for me to be wasting.
To waste it. Oh my goodness, what are they doing?
I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I seen a post on Facebook that said, Black Friday, we don't need no more big TVs.
No, we don't.
Put the groceries on sale.
Put the groceries on sale.
Please,
Absolutely.
Please.
Let the eggs be number one.
Eggs. I'm kind of slowing down with meat, so I'm more so like some fish, some turkey here and there. But my son is a meat eater. Like it's hard. It's
what
hard.
is he? Is he like a finger food eater or he eats meals?
My son food gotta be hot
Mm-hmm.
and it gotta be meat. He don't want to see leaves, and that's what he call it. Like if I make cabbage, mommy, I don't want leaves. I just want the meat. I'm like, okay, just try it though. Like I have to give him at least 2 leaves. Just try it, please. No salad. Like his food has to be hot. Like he likes salmon croquettes. He likes fried tomatoes.
He likes salmon croquettes.
Yeah, I mean his mommy made it. So. But yeah, he like that. Any meat. I mean ribs, steak, chicken.
I can't even get the twins to eat a hamburger.
He doesn't like bread.
They don't like the beef.
Oh, okay. They don't. Are they vegetarians? Young vegetarians?
I guess they don't. Only thing they will eat is chicken,
Okay.
chicken nuggets, chicken tenders, chicken fries, chicken. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the beef, but
maybe
no.
they know something that we don't. And
Maybe.
I gotta follow their way. Like, okay, we're not about to eat it.
Not even ground turkey.
Oh, that's
So when I make spaghetti,
you hide it in the sauce.
it's just
noodles and sauce.
they won't eat the spaghetti. My grandma has made the smoked sausage inside this. They'll eat that, but when it comes to beef of any kind, no.
Like ground beef.
Ground anything really.
They don't know what it is. But me, I have to like generalize things for my son. Salmon croquettes. Mommy, what's that? It's fish. Eat it. It's fish. I made him hearts of palm. It's a fish substitute. Mommy, what's that? Fish. Because it's a fish substitute.
Right.
It tastes like fish. And I got him to eat it one time, and then the second time he kind of saw what I was doing. He was like, Mommy, what's that?
That's not what you said it was.
Fish. It look different. I'm like, oh man, you got me. Because I'm trying to go in there. Go in there and watch TV, man. Because I'm trying to change our palate so we can both enjoy. Because I didn't come from a household with 2 different meals was made. Like, son, what I made is what I made.
These kids are different because that's how and now the boys, they be hip to it. They be like, well, I don't like this. Can I eat something else? No, you cannot.
Well, if they're independent and old enough to cook their own, you can go make you some noodles, some oatmeal. Like, you can do it, but I'm not about to make another separate meal. No. And that's why I have to teach my son how to cook too. Because like the moment that you don't want what I sit here and cooked,
you're gonna have to make your own.
You're gonna have to make something else that you know how to make.
Well, I think in my household they lean on the noodles, and it was not good for them. But you need a proper meal.
Yeah, and that's we have that mom guilt like, oh, you need a vegetable today. Like, what did you eat?
Right.
I need to put something in there, so you gotta try to sneak some stuff in. I might try to make broccoli Alfredo, hide the broccoli under the sauce. He'll pick at it. Mommy, that's the broccoli.
I don't like broccoli.
Okay, eat the noodles and the chicken. Just eat the
as long as you get your protein.
Yeah, eat the noodles and the chicken.
Yeah, I think that's great. It sounds like you in the kitchen a lot.
I mean, I like it because your kids inspire you to be the best version of you. If they don't, I don't know. But my son, for me, he'll come in here and I cook him something. He'll be like, I'm like, thank you. He's like, you did a good job. He'll give me a thumbs up. Mommy, you did a good job. Like, that's confirmation for me. Like, I'm a parent. I'm here to provide, and you're telling me I'm doing a good job. That's good. Like, if I'm not going to the gym today and I'm working out at home, go, Mommy, you can do it. All right, son. Because I was about to stop. Because I was finna
right.
I was set. But you told me I could do it, so let me just do one more set.
That is so great that you have that.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's what I'm saying. And I'm like, thank you, God. Like in the moment where I was about to stop,
ready
my son
like,
come
yep,
here
I'm
and be
done.
like, Mommy, you can. Thank you, God. Thank you for him. Thank you for him.
Because they be pushing me.
Yeah. Because what else would I be?
And I really don't think kids really know how much they really help us.
Yeah. They have no clue.
They might get, I don't know about you, but for me, they might get on my nerves, but they really, in the moment that I really need it the most,
they're right there.
And sometimes they don't even know, like, I'll be having a moment, and Crystal, Carmen are always the ones that can sense it more than the boys can, but Carmen should just come up to me like, you're the best mommy ever. And I'll be like, I am.
Thank you. Because I was in so much doubt just now. Like, my son will tie something to it. You're the best mommy in the world for giving me Cheez-Its. And I'll be like, all right, let's keep Cheez-Its in the house.
Another win for the day.
I needed that. So, and you don't even know that I needed that. But okay, like, and there's moments, like I said, where I didn't want to just lean on him to bring me happiness, but at the same time,
we be needing that push.
God put us here to help each other. Like I said, my son is a blessing. I lost my father and my little brother. I had a moment where I was just crying about it. Not like majorly boo-hooing, because I feel like my son can feel what I feel. I don't want him sitting here sad. My son came in there and just sat next to me and put his arm around me. And then he got up and got me a paper towel and got the fake flowers that I have sitting out for fall, the dandelions, the sunflowers. and brought me a fake flower and told me to smell it. He said, "You like flowers?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "I'm gonna get you 100 flowers, Mom." In that moment, my eyes dried up. Thank you, God.
That's what I needed.
Because what? He's 3 and he's comforting me. God is amazing.
He gave you exactly what you needed.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I can't question what he's doing in my life. Because look what he did. That's amazing.
So it is.
That's amazing. So
He gives you everything you need right on time.
yeah.
He's on time.
Yes.
And he lines everything up so perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you be like, I know what I'm gonna do. Just sit there,
Wait.
be still,
Be still.
and it's gonna come exactly when it needs to.
Mhm.
You gotta trust me and have faith in it, and that is just so great. I am so excited for the journey that you're on and to see what's coming next. You keep pouring into you, and you keep going to the gym, and you keep being the best. Because being a mother, a parent, it's not always easy, but it's rewarding when you're doing what you're supposed to do as a parent.
Yeah. And there's nobody there to like. There's no right way.
No, there's no
every
manual.
child, yeah, every child is different.
But the right way is to make sure that you are one connected with God, but also you're teaching your children about God too.
Yes, for sure. Because we talk to them on our way to school.
Every
Thank
morning.
you, God. And we say it out loud. Thank you, God. And he's like, wait, mommy. And then thank you, God, for our car. Thank you, God, for.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go off. Tell them. Talk to them. Say
Yes.
it out loud.
Because me and the kids pray at night, every night, and when I'm just ready to put them in bed and go in my room, Carl be like, "But we gotta say our prayers."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You're exactly right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and they lead. I don't pray no more. They lead the prayer.
Yes, that's amazing.
That's exactly how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's confirmation. Like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be.
You are absolutely, without a doubt in my mind. I know you are because you are that good of a person. I know that from outside the podcast. So,
Thank you.
So as we wrap up, I want you to tell people how they can find you, what socials you have, and remember that this book is in Barnes and Noble and is on Amazon. I'm gonna make sure I get the link and put it in the clips and also on the podcast video. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you take over.
So when Mommy Says, you can purchase it at Amazon and Barnes & Noble, like Taria mentioned. I have Facebook, and that's the only one that I really promote my book on. Anything else is like my personal social media. But yeah, Facebook, Jasmine Harris. When you look for the book on Barnes & Noble, you would type in the title of the book. On Amazon, same thing. Type in When Mommy Says. That's the only one there.
That's the only one.
And if you
one of a kind.
If you like it and leave a review, please.
Absolutely.
That is greatly appreciated.
Yes, let Jasmine know how much this book really meant to you and to your children as well, because that's what it's for. It was a pleasure, pleasure having you on my podcast.
I'm glad you wrapped it up because we would have been still talking.
I know. We would have.
I know somebody else behind me was like, all right.
Time to go. But yes, thank you so much for coming on. I really enjoyed you coming on and speaking with me and just taking the time out your busy schedule and day to just come in and share what it is that God has been doing in your life and what he's going to continue to do. All right, y'all. Journey to a Godly Woman is out. See y'all next time.